I have these two book recommendations. This one is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And then this book I feel like really helped me understand A Course in Miracles, which of course I love, and I'm always talking about A Course in Miracles. And one of the notes that I was actually flipping through in this book, I don't know if I had A Course in Miracles yet. I feel like I didn't, but one of the notes that I have on here is literally the book Course in Miracles. So I think like it's interesting sometimes how like I'll find books in other books and then I go get that book. It's like I'm on a little trail. It's like I'm on a little quest to put together all these, like he may have mentioned the Course in Miracles in here. I don't know why I would have this note right here. Presence is needed to become aware of the beauty, the majesty, and the sacredness of nature. Nature helps us slow down and to see the majesty, the sacredness, and beauty of the world around us. And this other quote I thought was cute. Every addiction, I don't know if cute is the right word. Every addiction arises from an unconscious refusal to face and move through your own pain. Yeah, maybe it is cute. The light is too painful for someone who wants to remain in darkness. And that's all about what the Course in Miracle is about. And health in the body, like faith is health in the body, and like our immune systems, everything about us is like constantly protecting us and being there for us. You know, there's so many cells, like just looking at this one cell, like there's bacterial cells, there's viruses, there's cancer cells, and our immune system protects us as long too as we are going into these healing brainwave states where we're being able to rest at night, slow down and connect with these slower healing brainwave states, light sensitivity, insulin sensitivity. And you know, a lot of us just have to plainly come out of a dehydrated state, which we do that through engaging with activities that stimulate our mitochondria, because mitochondria hold a charge, holds an energy structure for the cell to have its energy. It's the powerhouse of the cell. Also, I have this one little story to tell you about this thing that happened to me today. And so, you know, most people at my work now, my coworkers, like they know that I'm kind of just in my own little world. Like I bring my food every single day because I work at a restaurant. I serve at a restaurant, and it's quite exhausting if you've never served. Like I'm just running around this building straight, like constantly, and talking to people and lifting plates and like, you know, I don't know. I'm always talking to people. There's always something going on. Always work to be done. Anyway, I bring my food, and most people know that I bring my food, and they are used to what I eat. So like for the last week, all I've been eating is ground beef and rice. And usually what I bring as my food, I'm in like this monastic period of my life where I'm just trying to keep things very simple. I'm trying to keep my nutrition so simple. I don't want to think about it. I just want to get my nutrients in. I want to get every single little thing that I need. And I want to focus on other areas of my life. And sometimes I don't always feel like I want to have beef and rice or eggs and rice. Sometimes I want different things. And sometimes different things find their way to me. But majority of the time, like, you know, I don't know. It's just so much easier right now to just have a constant flow of minerals and nutrients in my body. It's like what I feel like I need. Anyway, getting to the story, sorry to take so long. This guy, he's newer, and he's always like, first day he came up to me, he was like, "Oh, so that's how we're doing it, you know, like eating," because a lot of people buy food and they bring it to work, you know, like people buy Chick-fil-A or like, you know, just other people buy food, you know, and I just make my food. Every time he asks me every morning, he's like, this morning especially, he was like, what's in this Bulgarian breakfast? And I was like, what does that mean? And someone else was like, what does that mean? Anyway, I told you the first time you asked me about this, I eat this almost every day. And he was like, today, he was like, so what is this, some sort of diet that you're on? I was like, no, this is my lifestyle. And I just kept eating my food. It was ground beef and rice. And so, like, he asked me, he was like, does your family eat like this? You know, did you get this from them? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm just in my own little world, you know? Like, I need nutrients, uh, you know? That's about it. And, you know, I don't know, we talked a little bit more, but the new people always are like, you know, asking me questions about my food. And some of them like to tell me that it's bad for me. Or they're like, yeah, like, you're eating too much ground beef. I'm like, bro, no, I feel so good. Like, I feel so good when I eat this ground beef. Oh my gosh. My cells are doing backflips. And, yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's exciting. So anyway, those two books. I hope you sleep well. You are free to choose, but you are not free from the consequences of your choice. A universal paradox, like a biochemical cascade every single morning. What am I doing in the morning that's helping me flow with my hormones? So for me, especially when I went through a difficult time last year, I try to eat a full amino and fatty acid breakfast. You know, there's a lot of people, like somebody last week, they came up to me and they were like, Rachel, I've had this headache for days. And I'm like, oh, you're dehydrated. You know, your brain is screaming at you saying that it needs minerals and nutrients. And I'm like, I asked them, like, are you stressed? And they're like, no, I'm not stressed. Everybody says they're not stressed. But then I'm like, your body says that you're stressed. Are you sure? So, you know, like, people know, like, magnesium helps with muscle cramps and it helps with headaches and helps people sleep. And I use minerals and nutrients, like, they play a role in either you being in a relaxed state or a stressed out state. And like a lot of us deplete at a very fast rate right now. So it's hard to keep up with the intake. This is again why I'll go back and say why I love the ground beef, because you get so much more nutrition, code for light, in one sitting. And I just love the way it makes me feel. It hits my brain. Hits my brain. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Gotta go to sleep. And yeah, look those books up if you know you want to be around some information that's like about being in the present moment and about mindset and stuff like that. But you can like, share, and subscribe. As always, I do wish you the best of luck.